But moving on, Jindal Stainless is the other one we just mentioned among the underperformers in today's session after Nuvama cut its price target on the stock. Nigel is joining in with more on this. Nigel, what does Nuvama have to say?
Well, that's right. It was first reported on the exchanges on Friday itself that their CFO, Mr. Anurag Mantri, who was one of the key, personnel who took office and turned around the company, he has put in his resignation. He says that they're looking at new opportunities. So that was one piece of news that came up. You don't want, a rejig at the top. And that seems to have weighed on the stock both in Friday's trading session and even in today's session. Now, Nuvama, they have come out with a note. They have cut their target price to around 723 rupees. That's more than a 100 rupee cut from what they had earlier. And they've trimmed down their EPS and the EBITDA estimates for the next few years by around 5, 10 and 13% odd. The key factor that they're tracking is lower volume and profitability as well. And they met with the management, and here are the key takeaways they had with Mr. Jindal himself. First, they said the company is navigating through rough waters, amid the softer export demand, and also a large number of imports are coming into the industry. So both the parameters are not working in their favor. That is, the export market is challenging and imports are going up out here. Keep in mind, for FY26 itself, the management had guided for very conservatively. 9 to 10% volume growth is what they guided for, with consolidated EBITDA in that vicinity of around 19 to around 21,000 rupees per ton. This implies that the Q4 FY25 EBITDA will be in the vicinity of close to around 16,000 rupees or thereabouts. So it will be softish. They also say that the export demand is weak, imports are firm. And because of that, JSL, well, they have diverted any kind of exports to the lower margin business. And this in turn will weigh on their margins, which will be a problem on the profitability aspect. And finally, they had guided for some downstream, operations at Jajpur. And that, in fact, that capex has actually been postponed a little bit. So all these factors makes Nuvama a little bit nervous on the stock. And that's why they've gone ahead and they've cut the target price on the stock, clearly weighing both the pieces of news, the Nuvama note as well as the CFO resignation. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Nigel, for joining in and telling us about all of the details as far as Jindal Stainless is concerned. Down over 5% the session today. But